For this braid, you're going to want to have on hand some small elastics, a rat tail comb, and just a couple of bobby pins, one or two will do. So first I'm going to show you how to do the parting for this braid, and this is, to me, in my opinion, probably the most important step. You're going to want the person that you're braiding to go ahead and look up until you can see the tip of their nose, and you're going to want the parting to go, that's how you can tell if it's in the center, is looking at the tip of their nose and then coming up. And you want to use this part of the comb to do the parting, and you're just going to go straight down and I'm actually going to go all the way down to the neck. And I'm going to put half of it to the side. You can use a clip. I'm going to use an elastic. And now what you're going to want to do is you want to make sure that you have enough room to have the braid show on the back of the head. You don't want it too high up or else it's going to be on the top of the head. You want it to be low enough to where people behind you can actually see the heart. So make sure you leave enough room. So I'm going to start about here, and you're just going to arch this parting and then go straight to the ear. This is going to be the left side of the heart, so you want to shape it similar to a heart. So arch it and to the ear. And then if I lift it up for you, you can see that this is looks similar to half of a heart. And then I'm just going to put this in an elastic. And the bottom also, so that it will stay out of the way of parting for the next step. And you're just going to repeat the same step on the other side. Now the most important part of this is to get the center sharp. You want it to really look like a heart. I think the biggest mistake I see in some people's heart braids is not making this really defined right here as a heart. So just arch it and go to the ear. So there is your heart braid parting. Now I'm going to take this top section down and begin the heart braid. And you can do this braid, if you know how to make a French braid, this is going to come pretty easy to you. We're going to do what's called a lace braid, which means you're only going to add hair in from one side. So take the very tip of the point right here, and you're going to divide it into 3 pieces, just like a 3-strand. Do the first couple steps of a 3-strand, cross over a couple times. And then when you cross the top section over, you're going to add hair in like you would in a French braid. And then when you cross the bottom over, you're not going to add anything. And you're going to continue this through the whole thing. And when you're braiding at this part, you want to hold the braid up because you want your arch to go up. And once you reached your highest point, you're going to start heading downwards a little bit to create this part of the heart. And now I'm going to bring it in. And the trick is just really holding tight to the braid where you want it to go. You're going to be guiding it with this hand as you're braiding. Okay, and once you run out of hair to add in, go ahead and just braid down a little ways. You're going to take it out later, so it doesn't need to be perfect. And put an elastic in. So it's going to look pretty loose once you let it go, but once in the end it's going to be nice and tight to the head. So here is the first part of your braid. Now you're going to go ahead and repeat this same thing, but opposite on the other side. And the same thing, just go ahead and braid down a little ways. Only this time no need for an elastic. Just go ahead and grab your other section and pull it to the center, and you can see this completes your heart shape. And you're just going to tie it with an elastic. Tighten it a little. And then go ahead and take your braid out and take this elastic out. And take the pigtail elastics out as well. So as you can see, you could wear it like this, halfway up and halfway down, which is really pretty. I actually do Abella's hair like this quite often for school. The kids love it. So another way to finish it off would be to take another elastic, and of course just hold this up and smooth this hair so that it's nice and smooth up here. You can kind of lift it, move it out of the way to smooth it. And then you're just going to gather the rest of this hair and put it in a ponytail right at the same elastic, right at this elastic that you did before. Now to finish this look, if you want to cover the rubber band, it's optional. You can, I've already braided it, but take a piece of hair from underneath in the ponytail and either braid it or just leave it unbraided. And you're just going to wrap it around the rubber band or the elastic to hide it. Oh, actually, it looks a little bit looser. And then you're just going to take a clip and clip it underneath to hold that down. And if you have an extra little tail hanging out, just kind of tuck it and pin it again. And there is your finished heart braided ponytail